陈总长、马伦将军，你好，我是凤凰卫视的记者。
Phoenix TV。
请问您在当前的这个全球还有地区局势错综复杂，然后这个热点问题频传，您觉得中美之间该如何开展合作？那在中方这方面又有怎样的一个措施呢？
To General Chen, given that the global and regional situation is complex and volatile with flashing points cropping up from time to time, how would you expect China to engage in cooperation in the military field with the United States? And what measures will the Chinese military take in this regard?
马伦将军，我们可以看到声明的第一条就是这个奥巴马总统以及这个胡锦涛主席达成的重要共识。那美方在落实这个中美相互尊重、互利共赢方面有怎样的考量？那在美军又将会如何推动两军的合作
？To Admiral Mullen, we noted that in the first item of the joint statement, the consensus reached between the two presidents was mentioned. So I would like to know the United States side's consideration in implementing this consensus of building a cooperative partnership based on mutual respect and mutual benefit. Thank you.
热点问题，世界上的热点问题很多，但是要具体问题具体分析。
With regard to the first question, indeed, hotspot issues crop up from time to time around the globe. However, the same analytical method cannot be applied to all of them.
在救灾、防控、亚丁湾打击海盗等等，我们跟美方是有合作的。
The PLA has been and is still engaged in cooperation with the U.S. military in such areas as humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, counterterrorism, and counter-piracy in the Gulf of Aden.
最近美军在巴基斯坦把本拉登击毙了，这是我们国际防控的一个重大进展。
The recent killing of bin Laden in Pakistan by the U.S. military is a milestone in the international counterterrorism campaign.
肯定说，对基地组织是一个沉重的打击。
That has dealt a strong blow to the Al-Qaeda.
但是要清楚地懂得，击毙一个本拉登，可能还有穆拉登、还有赫兰登、还有贝拉登问题。所以防控任务是长期的，是艰巨的。
We have to be keenly aware that the killing of bin Laden cannot prevent the emergence of other figureheads of Al-Qaeda and other terrorist groups. Counterterrorism will be a long and arduous task.
恐怖分子是世界人类的公敌，因此我们防控一定要十分注重，对我没有危害的我就不犯，对我有危害的我就犯。我想这样下去，越犯越空问题。
Terrorism is a common enemy for the whole world. In our counterterrorism efforts, we should pay particular attention to the application of the same standard. We should try to get into such a situation where we fight against only those terrorists who pose a direct threat to our own country. Otherwise, the terrorist groups will be even rampant, even more rampant.
这些问题我跟马南将军已经达成了共识，也就是防控不能有双重标准。
Admiral Mullen and I discussed and agreed on this, that is, double standards should not be applied in counterterrorism.
我们还要加强理论上的研究，比方说恐怖分子的自身成长，它是怎么形成的？
We should also carry out more study and analysis into the root cause or breeding soils of terrorism.
我想研究本拉登和基地组织是一个很好的，是不是研究案例问题？
It would be good to start from Bin Laden and Al-Qaeda as a case study.
反恐我们还要加强情报的收集和各方面的合作。
In order for our counterterrorism efforts to be more effective, we also need to engage in more cooperation, including in the intelligence field.
反恐是要有资金保证的。
Financial support is also important for counterterrorism.
所以我们要形成一个整体的反恐力量和合力。
An integrated or comprehensive approach should be adopted in counterterrorism.
中国政府和中国军队已经坚持了20多年的执行联合国维护任务的行动。
The Chinese government and the People's Liberation Army have contributed to UN-mandated peacekeeping missions over the years.
我们也担任了观察员的任务。
We sent a large number of military observers to such missions.
在执行任务过程中，我们牺牲了8位同志，8位的战友牺牲了。
8 members of the Chinese military gave their lives to the international peacekeeping missions.
中国军队在执行联合国赋予的任务之外，在世界上任何一个地区和国家没有一兵一卒。
Other than our peacekeepers performing UN-mandated peacekeeping missions, China does not station a single soldier outside our own country.
在亚丁湾打击海盗的任务非常繁重。
Counter-piracy is also an arduous task in the Gulf of Aden.
昨天我跟马兰将军会谈之中也谈了这个问题。
Admiral Mullen and I also talked about this during our discussions yesterday.
我想打击海盗不仅是海上打，可能它的基地还在陆地上。
I think that for counter-piracy campaigns to be effective, we should probably move beyond the ocean and crash their bases on the land.
打击海盗不仅是要打击在海上活动的做那个小舢板的进行潜击的人员，更要打击他的首脑。
It is important that we target not only the operators, those on the small ships or crafts conducting the hijacking activities, but also the figureheads.
因为海盗他们潜击的财富是要上缴的，他们收的是很少的。
The ransoms, the captured materials and money flow somewhere else. The pirates, the operators themselves, get only a small part of that.
我想我们在打击海盗的同时，怎么帮助这个地区发展经济、改善人民的生活，建立强有力的政权和领导机构，这尤为必要。
It is particularly important for us to help the local people improve their livelihood, build a good economy, and a capable government.
打击海盗需要通力合作。
It takes joint efforts.
最近，中国香港有一个护城号后人被海盗潜击了，是印度、美国和土耳其的海军离这个地很近，他们进行了解救。
Not long ago, a Hong Kong-registered commercial ship named Fucheng was hijacked by pirates. It was the Indian, American, and Turkish naval ships who were at that time at the Fucheng's proximity who went to their rescue.
当然，中国的海军在亚丁湾执行任务时，帮助其他国家，是不是抢救后人的势力也很多很多。我强调的是，一定要通力合作。
On our part, the PLA naval ships were also involved in the rescuing of ships belonging to other countries. What I'm trying to emphasize here is the importance of cooperation.
我和马南将军在公司里面有一条，我们还要加强亚丁湾和其他地区海军的引力。
As one of our deliverables noted, Admiral Mullen and I agreed to conduct joint maritime exercises, both in the Gulf of Aden and beyond.
一句话，凡是对世界人民有利的事情，能够对世界和平和稳定做出贡献的事情，中国军队都积极的参加。
Let me conclude by saying that the People's Liberation Army will be actively engaged in any activities, any operations that serves the interests of the people around the world and that contribute to world peace and stability.
谢谢。
Thank you.